bullshit about some fucking entity? Don't want to hear the truth? The facts? Gonna make some great content. With permission? Anonymous. Regardless, anonymous. It's funny to write your first book. I'm not even literate. So the Windows recording software has just quit. I guess it doesn't like what I'm trying to say. And the people's fear of data centers very well might be very relevant. For some reason, they're trying to, in my opinion at this point, if you were around when Bill Gates was in his mama's basement trying to get two computers to communicate with each other, the American government instantly thought that that cannot be released to the public because you won't be able to manipulate the public if they have alternate information through their propaganda machine. And now they're trying to do the exact same thing. I don't know if that's constitutional or right. Speech, press, and assembly is all constitutional and it is allowed. You're allowed to peacefully assemble without permit. You're allowed freedom of speech. You're allowed. Unbelievable. Hey, over recording a video game, and I guess evidently something's listening, and well, I was always told the truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it, or I heard recently, kind of like a unique thing seeing a guy with a double shoulder replacement. So prior to, after coming back from the surgery, it was like I looked online and wondered why my arm is still not working the way I thought of it it's supposed to. And it's cartilage is vascular and it might not heal at all ever. And the shoulder blade always feels alienated. It's like it's not my shoulder. It's painful. But it's not as horrendously painful as it was. Man, it was like, I'm glad I got help. Got what I needed. Now I need to express my opinions on the current situation. To be a prisoner of my limitations is unbelievable to hear about all the fraud. That fraud doesn't have limitations. It's just the truth is so boring. That's the only thing I can say. Truth is boring. Period. There could be repercussions if they even care. Like Boeing said years ago, the best injured customer after a plane crash is a dead one. The company that bought the company, Boeing. Boeing used their money to buy Boeing. It wasn't called Boeing, but it was the same way. Trying to find some way to make this make sense. It seems like it's chaos. 250 years still just control everything. Data is a new thing to control and prevent. Obama already allowed propaganda to be just populated with lies. They passed it. They passed a law allowing news to be fantasy. And then they want to prosecute the people who are lying. Well, it's law, you're allowed to. You're allowed to lie to the press. Obama allowed it. Unless that was the lie. It's amazing how much gets swept under the rug. It's literally nobody is coherent in this world anymore. Not anybody. are they making enough or not too much? Are they traumatized for the struggle, or are they overpaid, just delusive and oblivious and delusional? I guess when something becomes necessity, necessity becomes uh, something that needs to be obtained or completed. I guess you get really good at it, which kind of goes 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 towards not being able to believe the well. You got to use it to use it to make money, or I don't know. Is the government just a training tool? If you're not using people and exploiting people and lying about it to get your way, then you're one of the people that's being exploited and lied to. Like, get in where you fit in. It's too bad you're pathetic. And the ones who are doing that are the ones that's making you pathetic. Does that make any sense? Like, everybody just looks not just the checks and balance, but the full circle and the repercussions and the outcomes. And it's like everybody's just. I get lost when I try to talk and go someplace most of the time. I do a little what I can for the neighbor working on his car, and I cannot talk to him at the same time. I catch myself making mistakes. I am a solo, concentrated worker, and when I am that, I am flawless. Actually, that's pretty. So here's the slaughter I was talking about in the Windows recording program before it only recorded like 30 minutes before everybody died. Here's the Leowen guard. Here's her secretary or countess aide. The video is, like I said, the gameplay, my capabilities of taking advantage of the situation that presented itself that others have to lie for. Like this was true being compelled to carry this out. The game turned insane and gave me the opportunity to do this. I sat for months in life trying to get the Leowen ring back from the Countess in this because she kept going to the Imperial City. I couldn't time it right to get the ring back. It was never in the this gameplay that I lost the audio on it was amazing. Oh well. And then the Countess is over here. This was all guard. I had nothing to do with this other than being. She's not here now. She wasn't essential. I guess it's true. Well, there she is. See? The Countess, she's not essential anymore. And she did not have the ring on her. Of course, I was accused of stealing a ring or a watch out of a glove box. What? I never feel anything going through somebody's car to get the wheel lug nut key. And if it's not a particular one, I have a socket that I'll just hammer on there and rip it off. So I don't have to get in that situation. But I wasn't affected by it. But you're wrong. Do what you
Show
gotta
me
do.
what you've got.
You can't defend yourself because it seems like the people that are defending themselves are the ones that are guilty. Or why are you defending yourself? I learned that a long time ago. Just shut up and take the
I'm
accusation
just
and see what happens.
warming up,
Let the
you pathetic
universe
worm.
make the final decision. You need to make a couple $100,000 off of me.
Take that!
I did at least half of it. That's pathetic. Did they add hit points to the bad guy? Yeah. Oh man, that shield patch or something. But the gameplay here was remarkable. It really was. So I uploaded the video with no audio because it just can't be passed up. You piece of crap. You better not walk back towards the saved home. Hey, psst. What would it matter where it got up at? Why does it have to go back to the fort? Why? It fall down in an enemy zone and get up as many times as it fell down? Explain. Could somebody make sense of that? I got a horse that's immortal, and it's got to go to a safe location, so it can spawn in a dangerous location. And uh-oh, it might get slain in battle again? Im immortal? Dude, dude, dude. Immortal, caution, caution, careful. Don't want to have to hunt for the horse. You're gonna do the player a favor and have it go back to a known location. Because if the horse died more than what it's dying in some situations of like up to, depends on how mean I am that day. It's immortal. What does it mean? Is it fleeing? I mean, I'm immortal and I gotta get out of that area of conflict. AoE is gonna be incoming. Yeah, and I can't shut. It's annoying me that I can't shut that door because I used to be able to. Well, if the door's not shut and I'm got enemies following me, the horse will run back out. The enemy will slaughter all the horse because the horses are the big bad guys. Like, anyway, let's go get told to go back to Shaden Hall because I was already told what to do. So I don't know if I'm the one that don't know what I'm
Spare
doing
a
or they just need
coin
to
for
tell
the
me that
What is
infirm.
it?
I'm the one that needs 12 years
I'm
or
only asking for
I
a
don't know.
single coin.
I don't know. Just paint. Just give it a paint job. Here we go. You are already spoken to the NighMother. You must take the information she gave you to Arkwin, which is in the video that failed after recording after I extensively went through it to make sure how much it could record or if there was a limitation. And not finding it and going through all the settings that I went through, I have no idea why the recording stopped. So this is another recording of the same thing. So I'm going to go back to Arkwin and tell her that I spoke to the NighMother statue that she told me to go to now. So now I have somebody telling me what to do that makes it real that I don't have the knowledge to do to make me a perfect American citizen. To go back to this, to go back to Shade. Now I'm going to go back to Shade. I'll talk to this listener to go told what the NighMother said. She's not going to have the option. She's going to be sending me back. We're going to have job security. Job security is here, my friend. And I'm going to take a quick pause just to make sure the video is recording. I'm just going to take a quick snippet. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but we're going to make a little quick snippet. This is insider information, so if any hackers or government agents or FBI or the federal agents who selectively what they want to work on, when they want to work, and still continue to get paid through whatever excursion or island they want to own, here's some inside information. I'm going to go to Windows and pull up the Task Manager so I can get the window not to close because Task Manager remains on top at all times. It allows me to open up other windows and I just made a quick snippet through AMD. I'll play that on a different audio or media player that I have installed to see if at least the 5-minute recording has a snippet. I probably should have went through the PC. We'll just go through this way and not mess with the adrenaline edition. See, this is the capture that I just had. This is through Windows and it gobbled up 14 gigabytes at only 30 minutes. That is not acceptable. That's probably why it quit. I'm glad it didn't nuke my hard drive because it doesn't say what setting it uses and how much it's chaos. So anyway, we'll go in here and see if we can't play a quick snippet. And I cannot verify the audio on the recording that's active right now, but I can view a snippet that I just did. As soon as what happened to the tiles, the thumbnails? I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the top one, but
Me children are
I don't know.
starving. Please help.
It'll be a
I'm here to relieve
small
you.
snippet.
Good.
5 minutes. It must
I'm
be this one.
hungry.
So now I can this is gonna verify sound and sound only, because using the Adrenaline software, it should still be recording, but yeah, it's still recording, but I can't verify sound. There's a separate track for microphone, but it doesn't see it even when I'm talking. There's no sound. I could open up the control panel. You see how that's tactically displayed, and go to the sound, but my sound panel is going to go behind. I don't know why it always goes to the left-hand corner to verify that there's transaction in the microphone. I mean, see, I asked my relative one time, very smart in like electronics and waves or something. I was like, does it give you a tough time just simply turn on the light because you know so much? I know so much to see if things are functioning that I'm cursed with seeing if things are functioning. See, you can see where my speaker bar is being activated because I'm listening to my mic. So I already deduced that my microphone is obviously working and my microphone is being listened to, so my speakers are working. So it goes without saying my microphone is transmitting and receiving audio as intended. So at this point, we can guarantee that the clip is going to work, and this can be closed and it should still be recording. It doesn't have to be an active or open window until I said something. So we'll make sure that this is recording that's going to be pulled up.
Sorry.
Yeah, I can hear that. You might not be able to because yeah, it's definitely recording. Now we got a recording of a recording of a recording. It's like a parent. I'm going to be an artist one day. The guy who made a recording or draw a picture of him drawing 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 a picture of himself kind of guy. But since, while I'm here, might as well go to the window and see if 95%, see if 5% takes another 8 hours because the window isn't quote unquote being displayed to the screenshot TV who sends that information somewhere. Though the TV doesn't have
Oh,
any
hello.
internet connection
Greetings.
or a way to
Ora
verify
Vasa old
bandwidth.
Thratus has a way with words.
Anyway,
I wish she could teach
it
me how
looks
to
like
speak
everything
that well.
should be doing the way it
She's
should be
very
doing,
well spoken.
other than
I
Windows
understand she teaches those skills as well.
Incorporated recording that
Good
doesn't
day.
record
Goodbye.
anything outside of a video game. I don't know how it does that, but you can just simply run a video game and then record some of the information of a non-video game content. I don't know why that's a thing. It's just like with Xbox S. When I first got it, it was a pretty good machine. It would play. It was comparable to PC. I was on hard times on myself. And since then, Conan barely can play. The audio isn't nowhere close to what's going on. There are Far Cry 5 used to play relatively good on it. Now it looks like it's all pixelated. I have no idea what they're doing. But my point is, when I first got my Xbox, I could use my Xbox and I took my Rihanna CD and put it on the File Explorer that was free with the Xbox. And now that I have my Rihanna CD and maybe my 50 cent CD on my Xbox, I need to pay $2 to access the File Explorer so I can listen to Rihanna or 50 Cent. Granted that the Xbox using File Explorer when I first got it was accessible and it does have Rihanna and 50 Cent on it, I could still never listen to it. I have no idea. But now that's being charged. I can't access that information. There are alternative apps that allow you to use File Explorer through an alternative app that doesn't include Microsoft. But that's not the point. What is going on? Anyway, it seems like the rant is just going to continue to rant and angry whoever's I've seen a couple of his videos. So everything is functioning as intended. The upload, that's going to be a pain to check that every so often. But anyway, I guess we got to go all the way back to Shading Hole and do this over again. I, I'm thinking about making a save so I can just continue repeating a torment and curse of repetition. Simple-minded might be content with that garbage, but to each his own. I'm not a smart man, but I'm glad the horse is gone. Oh, evidently that was the Landman Countess horse. She always parked that right in front of the door. I'm glad she's gone. You know what, since we're here and just mucking about, before they despawn, maybe we can get back into the Skooma dealer house to not actually replay, but retrace our steps. Because if it didn't happen in the video, it didn't happen. We're gonna go down here to Lewin and verify the death of the Imperial Guard. That wasn't me to help him deal with the Skooma dealer. And prior to that, one of his bar associates that, you know, they're trained the same, so they're on the same brain wavelength or share a common goal that actually infringes on the common goal that started the union in the first place. That guy accused me and jailed me for not doing anything wrong. So, you know, passive vengeance. I couldn't pass it up. I was compelled to do that. The game wanted me to do that. You have to see the video and understand. Something that, you know, the ups and people that try to make things up to make it seem like they're superior. I mean, aren't you glad that you're being governed by the smart people? The ones that are now rearing their heads in combat and fraud. Where were you when the fraud was going on? It's not like you weren't doing your job. You're covering up, trying to say that you're not preventing it. Well, you wouldn't have to prevent it if you did your job in the first place. I guess you're gonna make use of that bunker sooner than they thought. Not necessarily saving the higher ups. Save the ones that allow themselves to be saved. Not saying that there's going to be a catastrophic catastrophe like dinosaurs. You gone from a couple million or billion years to science saying 60,000? Anyway, I just need to get to where I went to share a legacy of the content after years of silence. I don't like getting off the trail here because I'll get turned around and I think I go this way. And inevitably it's really just content that I want to watch. Because I've found out that YouTube might be huge, but the content that I contend with, there's a handful of people that get recognized. Yeah, and literally like 2 handfuls of people that get recognized on YouTube. So it's no longer entertaining. And then YouTube, like the data they get, well, you play RPGs or you play this, it's like they do this thing. Well, we're showing you this game because you played this. Okay, so I already have this. Nothing new. Nothing new, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new, nothing new. Get just pelted with and reason. They need a reason. Like they just can't advertise. We have another form of government that only allows advertising and smoking, but also we have a part of government that will give you hell if you're trying to quit. You can't lose. So you need a description or a reason. Tell me why I can't review this. You can't play a game without an achievement telling that you at least logged in. Are they training really for a new world order control? Because of I have no idea about that. I say they, I mean you. falsehoods or misinformation. I guess pretty sure Shadowmare is not going to be that countess. On the main road that I travel regularly. He's got to get out of the way. The horse is conveniently inconvenient. It wouldn't be right if it wasn't like that. That's the opposite of full circle. No, wait a minute. That is full circle. Conveniently inconvenient. Like, I mean, like the good old saying, no good deed goes unpunished. It's kind of funny when I heard that one, because it's somewhat accurate. Unbeliever. I guess if you're afraid, there he is. There's the skooma dealer. He's still running amok. He's still running amok, and he seems to be running amok my way. I don't know how fair that is. He's not even aggro. I'm telling you, it is the skooma dealer. It's always a startle when somebody's not watching you and they're not aggro and they come up behind you and start a conversation. But there he is. He's right there. Hey, get it through the fence. Oh, look, both. Oh, they slaughtered a horse. Oh, they're friends now. Wait, they said the quest had failed. I don't know if that turns them essential or... You can see where it said that the quest had failed. So if when I didn't kill Reynold Jamal or whatever in his little hideaway after his loved one got abducted by Cyrodiil the vampire and fell and hit her head, I slept in his bed and didn't get vampirism. I haven't rechecked that, but I forget what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I kited him down to Shaden Hall, and I didn't actually have anything to do with his demise. That the game wouldn't update the quest. Same with this one. This one failed. It wanted me. I guess it wanted me to kill the skooma dealers. I guess it didn't fail. It worked, but I didn't get credit for it because I didn't kill the skooma dealers. But it didn't give me the option to kill the skooma dealers. When the guard who gave me the quest was slain by the skooma dealers, it instantly ended. I mean, I couldn't have got paid for it, but I could have then killed the skooma dealers, dealing with all the issues that were presented to me. You know, a solution. But it doesn't matter. It didn't give me the option to actually validate my stand in the situation. So it automatically made me side with skooma dealers. I could be against everybody at that time. The Leyawan guard took advantage of the situation as an authority that imprisoned me for no reason. The video clearly shows that I didn't have anything illegal on me, nothing was stolen, I didn't have a bounty. I took advantage of a situation that was presented to me and I dealt with it. And I have time to deal and get credit with dealing with the skooma dealer. So if this was a game where it actually manipulated the outcome by the player's outcome, I am now in favor of the skooma dealer. That's what I'm saying. And all this just was compelled to be resolved by me. Here's the dead guard. Uh-oh. The dead guard is the dead guard. Where'd it go? I guess that was a quick clean. It had not been 3 days. I just showed you the other day where that one guy used to lay beside the box and now he's set up by the box. He's been there for like 100 hours. Not kidding. So what are the skooma dealers? Why am I being attacked by the skooma dealers? Essentially, the skooma dealers cannot identify me. They did not see me. I was a chameleon, not bug chameleon. Hey, it did bug, but 100% chameleon. How are they identifying me? It was almost like the guard and somehow ratted me out. He was part of the skooma deal. Like, oh no, I see somebody going through Cyrodiil trying to help bug that ended up that way. Or, you know, is anybody else that smart? It's just too bad that video didn't have any audio. I was presented with a situation, like 3 of them, and I'm convinced that the guards in this game are at least some of them. I mean, it started with the taking out the guard. The Dark Brotherhood took out the guard that was actually compromising transactions in the thieves guild. We took him out down here to this pond with the rose arrow or something. Yeah, I have a better understanding about this game right now than ever. Isn't that surprised that some of the guards are actually crooks? This game is at least 20 years old. 15. You see my point? Do I have a point? I played this game when I was young. It's stupid. But this game just makes me feel like I'm smart and in touch with reality. Maybe the only one. Because of a video game. That relates. It's like Archimedes, you're the guy that can predict the future, or has written some things down, and it is coming true. I wrote some things down, and that doesn't happen. I'm gonna say Archimedes, the rest is crude, or bullshit. Nostradamus. Nostradamus. The guy before his time. Anyway, so the Reagan statue lady, the NighMother, told us that we once again had to go back to Shade Hall to talk to the I'm the listener, she's the again, just because audio was working now, when the audio quit about 115 minutes when it made the plug and play ding, all the audio failed. So just because the audio is working now and verified, it doesn't mean that it's going to make a plug and play ding and fail all the audio. That's just mind-boggling. And nobody will know that. Nobody will know that the audio failed once again at a certain point when it deletes all the audio inside of a video that doesn't have a separate track for audio. That's why I don't do separate track. It just sounds like a problem. The videos are so long. I gotta walk all the way back to Shane. No, that's on the other side of the planet as far as I'm concerned. To probably be told the same thing. Go back and talk to the NighMother. They want it done once a week, and that's impossible then. I cannot meet that criteria. And then I got the guy down at Deep Scorn doing the killing. I don't know why the guy down at Deep Scorn just doesn't handle it. I mean, I'm the listener.
Your shield arm looks strong.
I forget what she is. The speaker. I'm the listener. I gotta go tell the speaker. I don't know why the speaker just doesn't. I don't know. Use the guy down in Deep Scorn Hollow that does it whenever I got time to go down there and have him to do it. But if I get told once again that I gotta go back down to Burville and be told once again at Burville, and the lady who's already told me again, who's stupid? It's scary being me. If you're listening to me, oh yeah. Anyway, probably made a solid save. Probably make several hundred of them. Seriously. Rename it to respectful, like a good trainer type. Ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. These are just observations. If they are inappropriate or not nice, that is totally your opinion. I am not a malicious person. Nobody is, by default. You need to become a product of your environment. Like archery's taking a very long time to level. Of course, if I could actually shoot at the target, it would help out a lot. I guess going through a couple of thousand arrows don't really mean anything.
Oh, what's the matter? Is the baby gonna cry? That's the best you can do.
I'm really surprised that Airsoft didn't take care of that.
There!
Kill it. That's got some reason.
Die, damn you!
I have some people that can make a lot of characters. EQ2, ESO. I don't understand. Eight arrows. Guess we'll try to collect some lesser souls. I feel like I probably should be getting some ingredients. Probably gonna go across the bridge and pick up Shadowmere. Actually, Shadowmere is gonna be back at the fort. But I'm lost here. Oh yeah. I guess we'll just go up this side. Right, Shade Hall is on this side. Find a path, stick with it. Uh-oh. That's a shame. Think the horse is gonna make it? Oh, that's right.
I'll hack you to pieces.
You're gonna lose a horse. I've lost horses. It happens. They sell horses for a reason.
Why
And that's
won't
the part that
you
I haven't
die?
actually, if you're not using
What's
it,
the
you're not
matter?
gonna get it
Getting
back.
tired?
Have you learned anything?
Ah!
How to start Oh, I wanted to get that. Sometimes I miss deliberately, especially in Lords of the Fallen, the first Lords of the Fallen. Missing deliberate in games should be a tactic. I call ESO my build to wind up. I can do like 80,000 damage as a healer, or a healer slash. I guess I do have a bit of a damager on the other bar. I clocked at about 80,000 if I wind it up correctly. I got like 3 buffs that heal a critical chance or critical damage. But I don't do 135k by any means. I guess after you do 135k, then I have healed for 400 and some thousand though. I was in a raid, and I don't monitor that stuff. Some people get ads to them or something, and the guy or somebody said, "LOL, Lucifer, you're healing for 412,000." like, okay, I'll go play solo. I see ESO as it's easier if anybody or everybody in the group make contact and do at least a little damage to everything involved. And I think that's the criteria. What I'm saying is, if I sit there and heal and all I do is heal and don't do no damage, I've been in battles that lasted for hours. But I can be in the same battle and do minimal damage, and it doesn't take as long. In fact, sometimes I do damage, and it looks like the bad guy was just waiting for everybody in the group to at least do some damage. Because the damage that I do at the last minute, they all fall down. So yeah, it's ESO, kill or be killed. Not good. Probably just me though, because I've seen a couple handfuls of people that can solo a whole zone. It's a 4-player zone, but why are you able to solo it? I mean, really, there's that big of a difference between people who's Googled a set of gear and people that has tried to understand what the game is offering? I did Google. It's like my 5th or 6th character. Usually I'm a Nord. I figured red. My particular interest. Or demise. Interest or demise. Advertisement either way. It's always only advertising. Unless you're one of the smart people. This is up here to the chain hall. The original Oblivion, I usually avoided this completely. It would always crash. Kind of like the waterfront. And in fact, before I don't know if they stopped updating or not, but the waterfront used to crash weekly, daily. Wasn't very exciting at all. I guess we'll do some hand-to-hand. I am in my armor. No, I'm in my robe. That's a death sentence. So I can't get that point back. His agility isn't all that great. I'm not wearing any rings. I was combating a light that I couldn't get rid of in the video. They didn't have any audio. It was a travesty. Literally, I was like, I don't know what it was. A light, an orb just appeared out of nowhere and followed me around like half of the video. I could not unequipped, re-equipped. I do not know. I don't know if increasing conjuration is a thing after being skilled in conjuration, because it, regardless, still in 95%. I don't know if it deduces the 95% that is actually only 75% effective, if that makes any sense. Of course, I'm using my version of arithmetic that can vary from person to person, or situation from situation. Conjuration is now... Oh, they removed conjuration. 105. So it increases. It's just a number because under master you get a benefit or a buff of a 5 that crashes. Going to the moon. Policing with a massive army. Going broke for doing so. No, it just say it's just increased by 5. Paralyzed arrow and down like that.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
That should have pulled. That would have stopped. Pretty good. Yeah. I totally missed that one. None of that stuff. I'm gonna start like trying to stop more battle. I don't know if it's a thing. With what I've seen, maybe it's a glitch. Maybe I'll be like, don't not attack this guy. This guy even acknowledge? Really? You're gonna acknowledge wild to acknowledge yield. That's spectacular. Might be the smartest book on the planet. That's authority at every level at this point. Mr. Wont. The creatures never accept it. Oh, never mind. I should have read that. That's exactly what I was saying, but I thought I'm good. I went to a public school. I read it, but I didn't comprehend it. I don't think they taught comprehended. Propaganda machine does that. So for it just to say that the creatures never yield. What does that mean? It means that people in this organization took advantage of everybody else and they didn't include me. And I am pissed. I'm telling you. Why didn't you tell before it happened? While it was happening. Omar tried to do that. Well, John Kennedy put her in her place. You did. Say, but you did. The reporter said, wow. That's really what it's all about. It's ironic that with all the checks and balances that have been get done, seen the list of American aid that was given out to other folks. All of a sudden, Emma Omar is being.
Let's get this over with.
Why, I can see why she says.
Fall before me,
I can
Breton.
see why she's saying it was discrimination.
Am I supposed to be
Because
impressed?
of all the fraud, I'm sure she's living in a world of torment. With all the fraud that's going
I'm
on.
just
with
warming up, you
what's
pathetic worm.
She's the one being alienated and isolated to be in the bad place. Effectively doing everything. That's what she's treated.
You move like a pregnant cow.
She's taking the fall. The people in the government that wasn't being fed, not doing their checks and balances. All of a sudden, the only person that's getting in trouble.
This is the part where you fall down and bleed to death.
God's race favored Israel. She didn't know that or something? I'm just referencing Moses. Moses freed the
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
father's I sounded as then. Crazy hair. Would that be
You're
a correct
pathetic.
statement? What? You got the hammer and losing it. At least you can recognize pathetic and what that says about me. It's all about recognition. another save in case we have to do another 60 hours recording, or 6 hours, or 10 hours, or... This is really why I'm doing this. I might have to redo this. Something catastrophic happening for no reason, because something being out of the realm of conversation. I don't know why it's done. Like I said, I've done this 1,000 times, didn't do any speaking, all of a sudden I'm getting tormented, and my recordings are being sabotaged. I have no idea why. So since then I stopped area of effect data proximity sharing. That was on. I usually isolate my computer from the outside world. In fact, I just started using my gaming rig to upload videos. I don't know why I want to do that. I haven't had any issues with my storage space. Every once in a while, it'll come up like, I'm missing a couple of gigabytes in my storage. What is going on? And then I get a user on a number saying that they have authorization. I don't remember that when I first installed. Like I said, I've been around the Windows for a very long time. I've been through it, I've picked through it, I kind of know where the caches are. I know a lot about it, more than I'm going to go get me a computer. I understand how it works. What's the point of having it? So, yeah, I've done a lot of this, and all of a sudden, I'm discussing real life situations, take credit for backlash, speech and zone. I don't know what that means, but for some reason I feel like I'm being singled out. So what if it's public? And like the other day I was watching Van. I think I've said this a couple times, that he was with some guys trying to combat fraud, and they specifically said in the millions and millions of dollars of fraud that goes out, if you've gotten away with it, well done. That's exactly what it translates to. As a very accurate translation. Two of them on either side of Van, vice president, said literally the same thing. If you're fraudulent getting aid or getting economy stimulation through getting aid, where everybody who's working for a living is not making it, and you're actually stimulating the economy through getting aid that you've already committed fraudulently, the odds of that being taken away is next to not even available. Right there in front of the whole world. Wait. So you're gonna sing out Emma O'Hara and the Minnesota governor, Learning Center, and as far as I know from what I've learned, you can be anywhere in the world and collect Social Security. Kind of like just how Kamala and Biden was paying for their votes through illegal alien and housing them. That was causing the stink with people that are actually retired and drawing their Social Security for retirement. He's only making about half that. But like I said, when you got something that's negative and a government that allows you to take advantage of it, they get whatever they get. It stimulates the economy, which makes everything increase in price, which makes the blue collar, white collar, obsolete. Well, hell, if you're going to give something away to stimulate the economy, I haven't seen any of it. Even during the COVID thing, some of the closest relatives I know got it. I haven't seen it. I mean, then you see these advertisements that the government's got your money, some unclaimed. Well, do you know where I'm at? Not saying that they're the ones that advertise that they got my money, but other factions or entities that show you that there's money out there that they owe you. Do you know where I'm at? They make it seem like it's, it is important. They created a world and stole it away from the gatherers to make the farmers so they can solo do their job. And then you get complaints that you can't pick cotton and live at the same place where you work. So now if you're a farmer, you're a solo farmer, you're not hiring any of the outside public because That's how they can have it. Spend millions of dollars and just only to pay that much. It's like what? Really? So good luck eating that dollar bill. So for use of public or public. Like a fictitious world. Don't use it, you lose it. Have you had? If you don't use it, you lose it. For some reason, that doesn't come through as hello. Oh, my mic is falling. It's a good thing I have diarrhea in the mouth. I would have hurt my mic falling from my cake bowl. That didn't cake. Probably be a good time to do a little, very little. Probably a good time to do very little healing. It is my second batch. I guess this is 1 to 5, 5 to 15, 5 to 20 or something. As far as being able to get the next one. So pathetic. Seems like it's working a lot better now that I've regen magic cut. Do you see that? Before that bar barely moved, like consecutively, one after the other. Bar wouldn't move, bar wouldn't move, bar wouldn't move, bar wouldn't move. I take 2 potions of restore magicka and that thing jumped 3 times as far. I knew there was a glitch there. Like that's 25 points. It doesn't look like it's moving at all. I just took some
look what we've
got
got here.
Potion, and it's like, here you can see it move. Like,
What's the matter?
I knew
Getting
I was being
tired?
cheated. But it takes recognition to recognize being cheated for just it to be blasphemy. The recognition of authority. It wouldn't be authority if it wasn't recognized. In full circle. And again, we're just gonna stack up a lot. I actually made a copy of my saves. Somehow, when it used to save in app data, the hidden folder, it wasn't the same. I don't know how I messed up a copy and paste. It might be kind of entertainment, or at least time consuming. I've done this for like 4 or 5 days straight now, at length. Hats off to you on that perspective. It is absolutely time consuming to create video and upload. To create video and upload. The days have been long for the last 4 or 5 days. And then at night, for some reason, YouTube uploads. I only got, well, not only, it uploads at like 25 megabits per second. And at night, it takes literally twice as long. I don't know if YouTube shuts down the server or puts restrictions on it, but I uploaded 6 hours in like 8 hours during the day. And at night, I uploaded a whole 6 hours, and it took at least 9 or 10 hours.
What's the matter? Getting tired?
In my brain, it seems like it takes longer at night. I really would like to. Oh, you're poisoned. lesser. Is that a lesser or is that poison? I assume it's poison. Great Magica. My Magica was full, wasn't it? Need 240. 235. What a quinkadink. Always just out of reach. And restoring. Well, how much? How much are you damaging my... Enough to not take 2 potions. 15 points for 45 seconds. And I restore Magica. 15 points for 15 points. And I restore. I guess I take those. I restore 20 points for 65 seconds. So in effective, I heal at least for 10 points. Plus 2. So essentially taking the 2 magic potions, I was healing or restoring magic at 20 points. Not enough. Not enough. Just in time for the battle. So if maybe the NighMother quest line for doing it weekly is just a fantasy thing. It really doesn't happen. But I don't know how the speaker would give me a weekly reward if the NighMother information as the listener didn't get conveyed to the speaker. Because seriously, if she tells me I have to go back down and listen to the NighMother again,
Have
and I just
mercy.
did that,
Just
I
one
probably should
coin.
check. It seems like I'm paranoid on the faults of the game is actually manipulating the quality or the contents that I'm allowed to display passively on my own PC to be recorded. Because that's what I gather. I am not allowed to record repetitions of the faults that are now recognized that I didn't take care of as a juvenile because I didn't simply understand. You know what I mean? Does anybody else experience that? I was involved, but I didn't do anything about it. I didn't understand. Now I understand what's going on, and it's just a circle, a loop. And that is so tormenting. Cause yeah, you're not gonna tell me somebody at like 15 or 14 understood this game at length, like I have explained it, or as this game has been presented to me as an outstanding law-abiding citizen of the American of the United States, our nation under God. So help me, God. Understand it the way I understand it now.
I've been meaning to speak with you.
I have been the listener.
Yes, brother?
I need to
Is it
convey
true what
something
I've
to the
heard about your
speaker.
most recent contract? You are forced to eliminate everyone? Even the non-essentials?
So you heard. Yes, it was quite the debacle. The head just wouldn't sever. Cut, saw, hack. By Sithis, I swear her tendons were made of steel.
Yes, well, if there's one thing you know how to do, it's get yourself out of an unwinnable situation.
Well, I suppose I should get going. So many contracts, so little time.
Walk with darkness, child of the NighMother.
Could you take care of
I am yours to command, O great listener. I am a new initiate to the Dark Brotherhood, just a lowly murderer. But if there's any way I can serve you, any way at all, I'm yours.
I don't need a companion. Huh.
May Sithis keep you safe, most revered listener. If you ever need my help, you need only ask.
Yeah, the same dialogue as the speaker.
I shall never forget
honor
the
us
talk
with
we
your
had.
presence.
Your very presence in the...
I'm sorry, most honorable listener, but I've already given you your weekly earnings. Please come back again after you've spoken to the
NighMother
NighMother.
just gave me an update. The NighMother just told me to come and tell you that there's somebody in Black Marsh that has done the Black Sacrament.
As the new listener of the Black Hand, it is your task to speak with the statue of the NighMother and hear the words of our unholy matron.
Me then,
the statue, as you
the
know,
very
is
first one that I
located
had
in the city of
before I was
Braville.
doing the listing.
You may speak
So
with the
if I
NighMother
didn't come
once
back
a
here in
week
time
and
to
then
get
pass that
a
information
forgotten
on to me.
reward, that
Do
now
that,
the loop is
and you will
started
receive
for
your
me now
share
coming
of this
back to get the
sanctuary's
reward
weekly
after I did the
earnings.
first one. Effectively, you didn't change the first Breath of the Lizer piece, but the second one you did, and the liquid stuck in the tube that allows the liquid to be stuck there. Wow. No justice there. You're not going to listen. You're just simply not going to listen. The Spear of Fate. I don't know. She already given me my reward, and there's now a conflict between me forgetting that I had already talked to her, and she verified this by saying she's already given me my reward. That she said here's a reward the first time I came here, but I had already talked to the NighMother again. So now there's going to be a loop, or do I wait for a week? Because I already got it. I don't know. Evidently, gotta move on.
Under your leadership, the Black Hand will reign eternal.
Watch out!
I accept your surrender, my friend.
All because there was no other option, mind you. That'd be something. Did I get a bounty? No. I don't think I get kicked out. I don't think I can. I am the listener. I am here to take care of you, infidels, in every way conceivable to make you comprehend through my limitations of trying to get you to understand. There's only so much I can do. I can't fix stupid. Though that can be a quality if you're a blue collar. It's absolutely a quality. I'm not going to say it's actually economically effective. Maybe it is. Well, that was uneventful. Didn't really, very not productive at all. That was terrible. Don't forget about a quest that isn't in a quest book to reinitialize the quest. Who knows what's going to become of that? Perhaps it's supposed to just be forgotten about. Like I said, I forgot about it. But the only reason I went there is like, oh, I gotta talk to the NighMother because I'm the listener. But I was evidently already on the quest. As I already talked to her 2 times, and this lady's telling me the same thing. Literally like misreading Miss Riley. I'm not the one that comprehends, though I have a situation that keeps aggravating me. Nobody wants to listen. Nobody cares. It's too real. Too real. Who is the Master's son? I guess we can finish up the Fighters Guild. And I'm sure I'm going to cure my vampirism before I join the Mages Guild, because they frown on necromancy, being a vampire, kind of same thing. Not to be confused with Daedra, though they are from another realm, and they can't, by Mankar Cameron's definition, they just are endless, mortals who just keep spawning, or reincarnated. Daedra are just reincarnated. Unless you're a Daedra Lord, I guess, like Saint Blaine or Muron's Dagon, or who is Dawn of the Dusk, Meridia. here? Is that here? I was in shade talking. He told me to go talk to. Yeah, I gotta go get the horse. What if I beat the horse back to the stable? Interesting because this fort really never belonged to
What?
the other speaker, the Chandler.
Have pity on an old war
It
veteran.
didn't actually belong to him, but yet being gifted Shadow Mare lets it spawn in what would be essentially Chance dwelling.
What do you...
I guess it was his horse. I can't get my horse to spawn back at my location. I guess it's not really my horse. I guess that would be socialism. Those people are content when socialism doesn't work. Like, unlike everything else, unbelievable. I'm not even gonna elaborate. Well, you know, isn't that just awful? To go through these saves to find out if it failed or succeeded. To lose 6 hours is not good. It's like as good as losing 6 hours to something that you're told is being saved. And not even a controlled folder. I don't even have a controlled folder on because it's a disaster can be. To save in the app data folder that's not controlled folder to not save at that and information just disappeared. Misinformation. Anyway, since it's just going to be doing the Fighters Guild quest, and this video is pretty much just running around in circles to verify checks and balances that check balances to be verifiably in circles. Accomplished nothing. That looks like a... It is. Why are you attacking? That is unfeasible. That is unfeasible. I guess it's break time. So. Nap time. I need a nap. Let me guess. Somebody stole your sweet roll. I don't speak another language. English is tough enough. The outbursts were offensive or you found it degrading. Welcome to life. Your attention has now been divided.